Hi, I'm Dr. Abbas Azza. I represent South Asian Federation for Endocrine Society, which I hold the office of president at this time. As an initiative from the SAFIS, we have started a series of medical information videos, which is named as MedBuzz. In the first of its series, I'm going to go over some of the information regarding the aspirin use in current time and place. We, as endocrinologists, as diabetologists, and as general physicians, have been using aspirin in the secondary prevention, which we do have a data of. But we have extrapolated most of the information from this secondary prevention and thought that it will also be helpful in primary prevention. And the information was there. There were some studies supporting it, and there were some studies which did not support the use of aspirin. This year was very good in a sense that we got a lot of information in use of aspirin in primary prevention for cardiovascular disease. Although I must admit the information we got was not as robust as we should have wanted for the use of aspirin. And to start off with, the ARRIVE trial, which was published in Lancet in the month of September, showed that if you look at the moderately risk patients with cardiovascular disease, if you use aspirin in these individuals, it did not prove to be as beneficial. But there was a complications associated with it, which included GI bleed and vision losing, retinal bleed, which were not expected as high as we initially planned. So if you look at this study, it clearly showed that the side effects of the use of aspirin outweighed the benefit of it. We didn't get as much benefit from it. The ASPRI trial, which was also done in a relatively higher risk population that we would thought will get the benefit, people who are above 70, or if they were 65 or higher in African American or Hispanic population. We looked at these individuals, and it was actually to our surprise that they not only not got the benefit out of the aspirin, but they also got higher incidence of bleeding, GI bleed, and again vision losing bleeding. In addition, there was a higher incidence of mortality related to cancers, although it was a weak signal, but something that we need to be aware of. The last blow, which I must admit is very near and dear to our heart as a diabetologist, in which the use of aspirin in diabetics in the primary prevention. ASCEND trial, which was again published in New England Journal of Medicine in August 2018, showed that there was some benefit in the primary prevention, but the bleeding incidences of gastrointestinal bleeding and the other bleeding incidences in other parts led to conclusion that the side effect of the use of aspirin actually outweigh the benefit we were getting from aspirin. So if we summarize, the 3 strikes on aspirin this year has been ASCEND, ARRIVE, and ASPRI trial, all of them showing either no benefit or a benefit which is small enough compared to the side effect that we could expect from the use of aspirin. As we traditionally think that people should be given a medication if it's significantly improving their outcome. Aspirin, unfortunately, did not prove to be as beneficial in primary prevention in these individuals. As some of us thought before starting these trials, that if you have a cardiovascular disease risk of more than 20%, maybe those are the patients that you might want to continue aspirin and use aspirin if their risk is more than 20% over the next 10 years. If it's less than that, I think the side effects are outweighing the benefits of the use of aspirin. One interesting fact which came out very significantly in all these 3 studies was that although we were expecting a little bit more incidence of cardiovascular disease, we actually got a little less effect on the cardiovascular event. What it means is that we are using better hypertension measurements, we are using better medication to control cholesterol, and maybe we are using better glucose monitoring and control in these individuals. So we are doing a better job than what was expected in all these 3 trials. Unfortunately, aspirin cannot be used as additional benefit for these individuals, especially if you're looking in the primary prevention. If you're looking at the secondary prevention, obviously you would want to continue to prevent them from further having a second or a third cardiovascular event. If you look at the advice for the general physicians or the specialists at this time, I think looking at these trials, we have enough evidence that we should continue the medication as a secondary prevention, but in primary prevention, people who are already taking it should talk to their doctors to make sure that they look at their cardiovascular risk factors and decide between them and the doctor and the patient as a communication to make sure if their risk is high or more than 20%, they might be continuing the medication. But if it's less than that, probably this is the year that we should decide that we do not need to be putting everyone on aspirin for prevention of cardiovascular disease. Thank you very much.